welcome viewers to today's episode of our weekly magazine series, Youth Folio. We have many interesting and informative issues, songs and dances, sports, achievers, entrepreneurs for you in queue in today's episode. Let's get going.
Ministry of Home Affairs adjudges a Manipur police station as best in the country. Now one can have darshan and pray virtually at Mata Tripura Sundari temple every day. Assam government launches Arunodaya scheme to give financial assistance to economically backward women. BSF martyr from Manipur, P. Gaite, given farewell with befitting tribute. Huge cache of arms and ammunition recovered in Assam. Meghalaya to have mega food park and farmers market soon. World AIDS Day observed in Tripura with advice against drug abuse. Delhi Heart starts exhibition of award-winning craftspeople and lines up a Christmas carnival. Good news is there for and from the police force and police stations of the Northeast. The Ministry of Home Affairs has recently adjudged the Nongpak Sekmai police station of Manipur as the best police station of the country, while Kharsang police station in Changlang district of Arunachal Pradesh was adjudged India's third best. Union Home Minister Amit Shah virtually presented the trophy to Inspector Kesam Prem Kumar, officer in charge of the Nongpak Sekmai police station at the IB conference venue Imphal on the 2nd of December. Officer in charge of Kharsang police station of Arunachal Pradesh, K.M. Das, also received a trophy for the third best police station from the Union Home Minister. Chief Minister of Manipur, N. Biren Singh, congratulated the police personnel and people of Manipur for achieving such a prestigious position and trophy despite being a small state with limited resources.
I feel very happy because this trophy is for whole India. Manipur is very small. From our country, we get such valuable trophy. In this moment, I feel very happy. Nongpak Sekmai police station is very, very small station, but the ground is very beautiful and the people of the jurisdiction is very good. Such valuable trophy which I get is the benefit of Manipur government, Manipur police and people of the Manipur.
The famous Tripura Sundari temple, also known as Mata Bari in the Udaipur district of Tripura, one of the 51 Shakti Peeths of the country and a temple known for wish fulfillment, has now become accessible to devotees from all over the country and abroad. An official web portal of the temple was launched on the 5th of December by Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb, through which devotees can daily get live darshan of the divine goddess from 11:30 in the morning to 1 p.m. at noon. They can also donate directly to the temple online. Devotees seeking to visit physically and go inside the temple can do so early morning from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. Additionally, the Chief Minister informed that the Union Ministry of Tourism has sanctioned Rs 38 crore for improving facilities in and around the temple.
पहली बार त्रिपुर श्री माँ के मंदिर की और दर्शन की व्यवस्था ऑनलाइन की गई है। पोर्टल का शुरुआत हुई है और इस पोर्टल के माध्यम में सुबह 11:30 बजे से 1 बजे तक डेली लाइव दर्शन की व्यवस्था की गई है। साथ ही साथ सुबह 4 बजे से 5 बजे तक स्पेशल दर्शन की व्यवस्था की गई है, जो कि पहली बार हुई है। और उसमें इस दर्शन में जो मूल बात वो है, मंदिर के अंदर जाके माँ का आप दर्शन कर पाएंगे ये 4 से 5 बजे के बीच।
Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and Finance Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma launched the state government's flagship scheme Orunodoi to provide social security to poor and marginalized sections of women in the society recently. The objective of this scheme is to provide financial assistance to the tune of rupees 830 per month to all beneficiaries so that they can buy basic items like medicines, pulses, sugar, etc. This scheme will cover 22 lakh women from Borak, Brahmaputra and hill areas of Assam. This is the largest direct benefit transfer scheme in Assam.
আমি অত্যন্ত উৎসাহিত হৈছোঁ এইভাবে যে অসমৰ বৰাক ব্ৰহ্মপুত্ৰ পাহাৰ ভৈয়ামত বসবাস কৰা 22 লক্ষ পৰিয়ালক বিশেষকৈ মহিলাসকলক স্বাৱলম্বী কৰি তোলাৰ বাবে স্বাভিমান লৈ জীৱনৰ বাটত মৰ্যাদা সহকাৰে অগ্ৰসৰ হোৱাৰ বাবে অৰুণোদয় আঁচনিখন আমি তেখেতসকলৰ হাতত ভক্তিভাৱে অৰ্পণ কৰিছোঁ। আৰু আমাৰ লক্ষ্য যাতে অসমৰ বুকুত কোনোৱে নোখোৱা নোবোৱাকৈ যাতে জীৱন কটাব নালাগে, কোনোৱে যাতে অশান্তিৰ মাজত জীৱন কটাব নালাগে, সকলো মহিলাই যাতে সন্মান সহকাৰে জীয়াই থাকে।
কামৰূপ আৰু কামৰূপ মেট্ৰ' জিলাৰ হিতাধিকাৰীসকলৰ একাউণ্টত পুঁজি জমা হৈ গ'ল। সভাখন চলি থাকোঁতে আমি একাউণ্টত ট্ৰান্সফাৰ কৰি দিলোঁ, তেওঁলোকৰ পুঁজি জমা হ'ল আৰু এই মাহৰ শেষৰ ফালে আৰু এবাৰ পাব। তাৰ পিছত প্ৰত্যেক মাহৰ শেষৰ সপ্তাহত 830 টকাকৈ পাই থাকিব। ইয়াৰ পিছতেই এই মঞ্চতে 20 তাৰিখৰ আগে আগে অসমৰ 7 লাখ চাহ বাগিচাৰ শ্ৰমিকক আমি 3000 টকাকৈ বেংকত একাউণ্ট দিম। এই মাহৰ ভিতৰতে স্কুটি বিতৰণৰ কাৰ্যসূচীও আৰম্ভ হ'ব। এই মাহ বা জানুৱাৰী মাহৰ ভিতৰত 8000 নামঘৰলৈও সাহায্য বিতৰণৰ যি 2.5 লাখ টকা সেই আঁচনি এই মঞ্চৰ পৰাই হ'বগৈ।
The unprovoked ceasefire violations by Pakistan along the international border in Jammu and Kashmir claimed the life of another brave son of the Northeast. Sub-Inspector of Border Security Force BSF Pautinsad Gaite, who hailed from Manipur, was martyred on the 1st of December due to this treacherous act of the Pakistanis. A befitting wreath-laying ceremony was organized on the 2nd of December at FTR headquarters BSF Palaura, Jammu, where BSF personnel, including IG BSF Jammu NS Jamwal, paid tribute to the extreme life sacrifice of the young man. The mortal remains of martyr late P. Gaite were later flown to Manipur, where family members and local people had gathered at the Bir Tikendrajit International Airport. The local people described Gaite as a sterling example before the youth and urged the government to give job and financial assistance to the martyr's family.
He was a young and a very dynamic man who was ever ready to assist the elderly, the young one, in any form within the villages and in the area. He has been a shining star for a village who could guide the young ones in the villages in the field of study and in sports. He was a very talented footballer and a very loving and dear husband for his wife and children. I, on behalf of the family, request the government of Manipur and the central government that assistance in the form of finance and service be provided to the family members that he has left behind.
From the airport, the coffin bearing the mortal remains of the martyr was taken to his native village, Mafaukuki, where a tribute ceremony with full force honors was conducted by BSF led by Shri Hidam Shubol Singh, commanding officiating DIG Manipur Sector BSF. Large numbers of BSF personnel and local people paid their last respects to the martyr here. Cries of Bharat Mata Ki Jai rent the air in honor of the son of the soil who had sacrificed his life for the country. A condolence service was also held in his honor. Both the BSF and state government of Manipur have reassured the martyr's wife and other family members that they would be taken care of and the sacrifice of the brave heart will not go in vain.
I already have sent my condolence message, and the state government may review the ex gratia payment for those personnel who are serving in the outside paramilitary forces, not in the state police. So we may provide some financial assistance to the brave family.
A huge cache of arms and ammunition including AK-56, many varieties of rifles, live ammunition, Chinese grenades, etc. were recovered from Akshiguri in Ripu Reserve Forest, Kokrajhar district of Assam by a joint team of Assam Police, SSB, CRPF and Indian Army assisted by sniffer dogs on the 4th of December. If these were not enough, the very next day on the 5th of December, another stockpile of illegal arms and ammunition were dug out by Chirang police from jungle area near Sidhapara village, Runikhata police station, Chirang district of Assam. It is suspected that these arms and ammunition were kept by some faction of the underground NDFB with plans to create disturbance in the BTC elections.
सीधापारा नाम का एक गांव है रूनीखाटा पुलिस स्टेशन के अंदर, उससे आपको नॉर्थ वेस्ट में जंगल में चिरांग फॉरेस्ट में करीब 2 किलोमीटर अंदर जा कर के हमारे पास एक इन्फॉर्मेशन था कि उस एरिया में कहीं हथियार छुपाया हुआ है। तो आज सुबह से वहां सर्च ऑपरेशन चल रहा था। करीब 3-4 घंटे का सर्च ऑपरेशन करने के बाद जमीन के अंदर ये दबाया हुआ मिला।
In neighboring Meghalaya, the police recovered a whopping 1,525 kgs of explosives and 6,000 detonators from 2 different places in East Jaintia Hills. 6 persons were arrested in connection of this case. Good news is in the offing for farmers and food processing industry of Meghalaya. The state government of Meghalaya has started a process of selection of farmer markets and would also open a mega food park shortly. This was announced by Chief Minister Conrad Sangma during the foundation stone laying function of World Bank funded upgradation of Umling Patharkumar Road held at Umrit in the Ribhoi district of the state.
Started the process of selecting 20 farmers market. These will be markets that will be owned and run by the farmers, and Meghalaya government will help them construct it and hand it over back to them. This will be a series of markets which will be put up, and we start with 20 in this financial year itself. At the same time, I'm happy to inform everybody that the government of India just last week has decided to sanction 65 crores to put up the mega food park in our state of Meghalaya. This investment of 65 crores will go a long way in developing the overall farming sector and the food processing sector in our state.
Like every occasion this year, World AIDS Day was observed in a somber fashion globally. In Tripura, a candle lighting program was held in state capital Agartala on the eve of the occasion, wherein men and women lit candles around the logo and swore to help spread awareness about the deadly disease. A street drama with songs and musical instrument playing were put up on the occasion. In addition, the Tripura State National Service Scheme Cell organized a street rally in which school and college students from the NSS unit of their respective institutions participated. Starting off from the magnificent Umakanta Academy of State Capital Agartala, the students walked across the city holding banner and many with hung placards on their necks to raise awareness on the need to prevent the spread of AIDS. Information was spread by students and organizing body members about the necessity to stop drug abuse and abstain from unprotected physical relationships.
This is to create awareness among the children and the general public so that the disease, the deadly disease, we can prevent and we can save the society as a whole. So we are organizing a rally with the children of all schools. NSS unit is taking the responsibility. They are organizing. Actually, if we able to aware the student first, then we can keep our future safe.
If in the national capital, plan a visit to Delhi Haat before the 15th of the month. Running currently is Master Creations 2020, an exquisite exhibition of handmade magic by national awardees sponsored by the Ministry of Textiles. From dazzling attractive jewelry to bags to woolens and embroidered wonders to cane and corner crafts, you would find over 100 award-winning artisans from all over the country participating here despite the pandemic conditions.
दिसंबर 1 से लेकर 15 दिसंबर तक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल वालों की एग्जीबिशन चली हुई है, जिसमें मास्टर क्रिएशन के नाम से जाना जाता है। ये एग्जीबिशन मास्टर क्रिएशन का मतलब है कि तमाम जो अवार्डीज़ हैं जिन्होंने अपने इस आर्ट और कल्चर पे जो है महारत हासिल करे हो, उनको गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से जो भी अवार्ड मिले हों, चाहे वो प्रेसिडेंट हो, चाहे वो दूसरे अवार्ड हों, तो उनकी पार्टिसिपेशन जो है इस वक्त यहाँ पे चली हुई है। और जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टेक्सटाइल ने जो हमें लेटर ऑफ़र किया था कि तकरीबन 125 के आसपास जो है स्टॉल जो है एग्जीबिटर जो है आ रहे हैं, लेकिन फ़िलहाल आपको मालूम है कि कोविड-19 के चलते काफ़ी परेशानी हो रही है और दिल्ली में लगातार बढ़ते कैजुअलिटी की वजह से अभी तक जो हमें रिस्पांस मिला है वो एटलीस्ट 60%.
I invite you, everybody, to come to this exhibition. It's a wonderful opportunity to know many things about India. You can find things like ornaments, pashminas, metal things, handcrafts from all over India. My experience here is very nice. I love the country, I love the colors, I love the people. And here I found a very good chance to buy things I found in my trips, but I couldn't afford there because of the airplanes, the flights very difficult. So I can find here all the things I need.
From the Northeast, one met Pradeep Kumar Roy, National Award winner of 1983 for cane crafts from Tripura. Pradeep Kumar had brought cane baskets for as low as rupees 20 each to wood sculpted busts of gods and goddesses for as high as rupees 12,000. He says he loves participating in such exhibitions and had benefited a lot after getting his award. Bethany Chandam from Manipur, another participant from the Northeast, had brought in her own designed garments and textiles. Bethany too substantiated that participating in such exhibitions were very beneficial for artisans like her.
Exhibition in Delhi Haat helps me a lot. It helps me. It gives me a platform to know the business structure. Like if any buyers happen to come here, they happen to like any of the design, then they come and orders in bulk. So that is the benefit. And at the moment, government are helping us, like giving the transportations and the day, any convents. So that's I'm very grateful for that.
Besides the Ministry of Textiles, Delhi Haat, which is a government undertaking, too has extended many concessions including full rent waiver to artisans and other stall owners between the 21st of March and July on account of COVID-19 lockdown, and half rent for subsequent months. Delhi Haat is planning to hold a winter carnival from 18th to the 31st of December to celebrate Christmas with full illumination, carol singing, Banjara dances, etc. So block your dates.
हम लोग विंटर कार्निवल सेलिब्रेट करने जा रहे हैं 18 से लेके 31 दिसंबर तक, जिसमें स्पेशल ट्री होगा, आपका क्रिसमस ट्री इंस्टॉल करेंगे जिसकी तकरीबन 14 फीट की लंबाई होगी। उसके अलावा कुछ कैरोल सिंगिंग भी होगा और कुछ बंजारा आर्टिस्ट वगैरह जो है डांस वांस करेंगे और पूरा जो है दिल्ली हाट को इल्यूमिनेट किया जाएगा और उसमें मुझे उम्मीद है कि बहुत सारे लोग जो है निकलने की कोशिश करेंगे।
Well friends, we will wrap up the episode here. Do check out the names of our week's contest winners.
For our contest section, we had asked, what did we show in our current issues segment? The winners have written back about our story on Tripura boy making oxygen concentrator machine and Manipur media protesting against militant threats. The winners of the episode are Fanjobam Ronita Chanu from Imphal, Manipur, Mount Senti Konyak from Kohima, Nagaland, and Bankim Chandra Narzari from Guwahati, Assam.
Congratulations winners! We will recharge your mobile phones soon. For other viewers who wish to earn similar recharges, the question this week is, what did we show in our last segment? Send in your answers to youth_folio@yahoo.com or SMS to 9810129327. See you all again next week at the same time and on the same channel. You could also check our past episodes on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to our Vision channel on YouTube. Until next week, goodbye and take care.